Okay, hello, before we get started, I want to preface this by saying this has now become a double unboxing where I bought one of the boxes myself and then my second one was sent to me, so I thought I should start the video by saying this. I think my camera's tilted and I'm very sorry, but we're just going to have to deal with it. Bonjour mon petit chiflet, Amber here, and I'm so sorry that my nose is so stopped up. I just heard myself. Bonjour mon petit chiflet, Amber here with an unboxing, and I'm very excited about this one because this is something new to me and my channel. I'm here with my very first, this blanket's behind me, my very first book of the month YA unboxing. As you probably well know by now, Book of the Month just launched a new branch of their program with a YA section. If you don't know, Book of the Month is a book subscription company where I believe it's $14.99 a month, and you get to choose which new release you would like to receive every month. And I have been wanting to try out Book of the Month for ages. So when they started the YA section, YA branch off of Book of the Month, I had to jump on it. And as you most likely well know by now, they have started a Book of the Month YA affiliate program with a bunch of bookstagrammers. That's not a word. Booktubers. And your girl is a Book of the Month YA affiliate. So what that means is if you sign up for Book of the Month YA using my link, which will be down here, I will get a small commission, which is incredible, and it would mean a lot to me if you use my link. So I'm just going to hop into this and open the box. Like I said, you get to choose which book you want, so I already know what book's in here. I'm very excited about it. The book released maybe 2 or 3 days ago. It's on my highly anticipated 2019 reads list. I know this box is particularly good for people. I know there are a lot of people who don't subscribe to other book boxes because they're not really into book merch, bookish merch, and it's also, I guess, easier, one, for people who are maybe into bookish merch but don't like the fact that you don't know what the fandoms, or you're not always into the fandoms that are included in other boxes. Also, while I do enjoy the surprise of getting what book you want to get, it only works for me with certain boxes, and I just, in this case, really like the ability to choose which book I'm going to get. So, for my August Book of the Month, I chose House of Salt and Sorrows by Erin A. Craig. I'm going to open this up. It has this nice little Book of the Month bookmark. This is what the Book of the Month edition looks like. It's slightly, I think their editions are slightly taller than like the normal YA book, but it has the Book of the Month logo here, and on the spine, on the back, it says Book of the Month August 2019, so you always know when you got it. And this is the naked cover. It also has the Book of the Month logo and August 2019 here. And there's just something about Book of the Month books that the look of them, and I've seen people with their specific Book of the Month shelf, and they always look so nice next to each other. And like I said, I'm really excited about this book. It says, Annalee lives a sheltered life at Highmore, a manor by the sea, with her sisters and their father and stepmother. Once there were 12, but loneliness fills the grand halls now that 4 of the girls' lives have been cut short. Each death was more tragic than the last. The plague, a plummeting fall, a drowning, a slippery plunge. And there are whispers throughout the surrounding villages that the family is cursed by the gods. Disturbed by a series of ghostly visions, Annalee becomes increasingly suspicious that her sister's deaths
were no accidents. The girls have been sneaking out every night to attend glittering balls, dancing until dawn in silk gowns and shimmering slippers, and Annalie isn't sure whether to try to stop them or to join their forbidden trysts, because who or what are they really dancing with? When Annalie's involvement with a mysterious stranger who has secrets of his own intensifies, it's a race to unravel the darkness that has fallen over her family before it claims her next. House of Salt and Sorrows is a spellbinding novel filled with magic and the rustle of gossamer skirts down long dark hallways. Get ready to be swept away. So this definitely has the 12 Dancing Princesses, that's what it's called, right? Vibes, and it just sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. It's actually kind of, I know it takes place by the water. Ew. The Philly really hopped out right there. The water. But this kind of has like a fall vibe to it for me. So I might save this to read. Well, I say this like fall's not about to start soon. Please God. I might save this till it gets a little cooler. So yeah. Hi, hello. New outfit. Who this? Let me quickly explain. When I first became an affiliate for Book of the Month, YA, how many times can I say that in one video? I wasn't sure the procedure. I'm like, do I have to buy my book myself and promote it? And just to be on the safe side, I did that. We love brain cells. But anyway, and then I got the email asking me to choose the book to be sent to me. So we have another box. Another book to unbox, and she just arrived today. She has been through, I've been tracking this thing, and it was supposed to come on Friday, but then there was an exception, a delay in the shipping. I'm like, oh, okay, and it was supposed to come yesterday, Monday. It was on the truck, out for delivery, and then at like 5 o'clock, I was like, delay, exception. I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know how that makes sense since it was on the truck, but regardless, it came today, so I'm gonna open it for you. Being that I already had a box, I took this opportunity to choose a second book. So let's... So we have my Book of the Month cookie. I feel legit now. And we have these super cute enamel pens. Have like little... not emojis, but like emotions on the book emoji pins. Super cute. These are so adorable. And we all know how I feel about enamel pins. So, then I am going to open this really quickly so I can show you the book that I chose. It keeps feeling like there's mascara falling into my eyes, but I don't have any eye makeup on. Okay, so we have first this little letter from Book of the Month YA. Book of the Month YA gives you 5 swoontastic YA books to choose from each month and delivers your top pick to your door, all in a fun box like this one. It has the link if you would like to become a YA affiliate. I will leave the link down below if you want to sign up. And the book that I chose to be sent was, it just came out, it just released today, so that is fitting that it arrived today. And it is Color Me In by Natasha Diaz. This cover, I love this cover so much. Ooh, the spine's really cute too. And like I explained before, it's the Book of the Month, the logo here and here. And on the back, Book of the Month, August 2019. The little, not blurb, but like excerpt from the book. It says, I'm tired, my cousin Jordan goes on. Tired of people like you who think it's my job to make you feel better by your internal struggle when you barely recognize the one that rests on the surface of my skin. If you want to be with us, then you got to be about us, and that takes more than the blood running through your veins. So, briefly, I was going to say briefly, but we know that I'm not good with summarizing books. It says, who is Nevaeh Letitz? What just happened in my head? Levitz. Okay. Growing up in an affluent suburb of New York City, 16-year-old Nevaeh Letitz has never thought much about her biracial roots. When her black mom and Jewish dad split up, she relocates to her mom's family home in Harlem
and is forced to confront her identity for the first time. Nevaeh wants to get to know her extended family, but because she inadvertently passes as white, her cousin thinks she's too privileged, pampered, and selfish to relate to the injustices African Americans face on a daily basis. In the meantime, Nevaeh's dad decides that she should have a belated bat mitzvah instead of a sweet 16, which guarantees social humiliation at her posh private school. Rather than take a stand, Nevaeh does what she always does. When life gets complicated, she stays silent. Only when Nevaeh stumbles upon a secret from her mom's past, finds herself falling in love, and sees firsthand the prejudice her family faces, does she begin to realize she has a voice and choices. Will she continue to let circumstances dictate her path, or will she decide once and for all who and where she's meant to be? From debut author Natasha Diaz comes a powerful novel about the meaning of friendship, the joyful beginnings of romance, and the racism and religious intolerance that can both strengthen a family's bond and strain it to the breaking point. The naked cover. And I know contemporary isn't really my vibe most of the time, unless it's like something with like a little more substance and backbone. But I read the synopsis, and I personally really relate to this whole scenario. I mean, I'm not half Jewish and I'm not white passing, but I have had to face a lot of like the whole identity thing, you know, especially for majority of my life, formative years of my life, I grew up in like a predominantly white neighborhood and predominantly Jewish neighborhood also, and then I moved and it was wild. And I have had to deal a lot with my family and other people in my like surroundings treating me as if I'm not black enough, and then I guess figuring out what that means to me, you know, and like and then also actually facing the reality of what it is being black, you know. Anyway, so I felt like I needed this book. It just came out today. The launch of the book is on the 22nd in New York. So
not you, I'm sorry.
But so that's exciting, and I'm excited to read this book. And I now have 2 books of the month. And that is that. Now let's proceed with our regularly scheduled programming. Like I mentioned before, The Girl is a book of a YA affiliate, so my link will be down here if you're interested. Also, if you use the code FLEX at checkout when you purchase your first box, you will get said first book for $9.99, which, so anyway, this is my first book of the month, YA. How many times can I say that? Unboxing. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down here so you can follow me, and I'll follow you back. And I'll see you soon.